Hey, welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Row.
Hi, everybody.
So we are excited to be back in the Speakeasy tonight. It's been a little while.
Yeah, it has.
And we are going to be filming for the first time in a couple weeks together.
We're having a holiday hangover.
Well, we haven't been drinking much today, so we can't have a hangover. But definitely blues from the holidays? Is that what you mean?
A holiday hangover does not necessarily mean that you're hungover from bourbon, David.
What does it mean?
It means that you've had like the rush of the holiday and all the work you put into the holiday, and then all of a sudden it's over and you're just like, ah.
But what about the drinking?
Relieved.
But what about the drinking?
And that's when you start drinking.
But how do you have a hangover before you start?
It's not that kind of hangover. Okay, let's start. Welcome back to another episode of Whiskey Row. You are rusty. All right, so Escobar, thank you so much. Got me another bottle of Metcalf.
Yep, so we busted that open for Jaime tonight. She was missing it. She didn't have to go without it for long.
Yeah.
So very cool, very cool.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, but we're going to be diving into, we've got 10 bottles left on the shelf out of my most valuable bottles. Jaime is going to pick 5 off the shelf, and then we're going to do a double blind. I'm going to step out. She's going to get it all set up, come back, and figure out from the 5 that she selected out of my 15 most valuable, 10 left, what is the most delicious, what's the most highest value of the valuable ones, I guess?
I bet Keith's going to be pretty upset that you're not drinking Weller tonight.
Everybody... I know, either 1911 or Weller.
Are you going to be upset that you're not drinking Weller?
No, I'm okay. I like Weller 12, and it's won some blinds. I still like Poor Man's Pappy better. Someday maybe I'll have the courage to do a Weller 12, a Poor Man's Pappy, and a Weller Antique 107 all side by side, blinded, so I won't have any prejudice.
One of these days, when you grow as a man, we'll do the 5 again with Weller in it and see how it's changed.
All right, I'm going to leave you do your thing.
All right. I picked all the Wild Turkeys. Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, bottled in bond. Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, decades. And then Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey 1. Old Carter. Straight American Whiskey. And we have Russell's Reserve, 13 years old. Let's see, what do I want to taste? 100 proof. This is the lucky one. Let's see. I'm just going to pour half that over here. Let's do all my pours first. Okay. The cork is still falling apart. All right, so the one that I picked to taste is Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, bottled in bond. So the reason why I chose that is because it's 100 proof out of all the bourbons tonight. This is the lowest proof, so I'm going to taste it. I definitely like the way it ends. Very sweet. We'll have to see what David says about this one. All right, David, I'm ready. You may enter the speakeasy.
Thanks for letting me come back in my own speakeasy. Bourbon all over the place.
I know, I had some on my arm.
Holy
and
cow.
I like licked it off my arm.
The nose on this one smells like it's got a little bit more proof. It's got a nice caramel underneath everything, but on top of that, it's this really interesting mix of like floral, herbal, almost like a barrel char oakiness. And it comes together into this like almost like Honeycrisp cereal.
Oh wow, let me smell it.
I don't love the nose on this one. It's okay, but I don't love this one on the nose. So on the palate, this is really, really intense. There's a lot of like oak. There's a little bit of caramel, but there's this really strong oaky age quality to it. Yeah, it's got a lot of like old leather tobacco. It's got a good sweetness to it, but definitely has like a lot of age on this one. It at least tastes that way. It's got a really good thick mouth feel. It's got a lot of spiciness. Tastes like it has quite a bit of proof too. A lot of burn on my tongue. The nose on this one is a lot more Honey Nut Cheerios. It's got a little bit of proof, a little bit of spiciness on the nose as well. It smells really pretty good. Strong, strong bourbon. Not like a sweet, delicious, but just a good, strong, hearty man's bourbon. This has a lot of like mouthfeel. Very, very thick, viscous. Really kind of a good sweetness to it. The sweetness is like a honey with some butterscotch. Almost a hint of chocolate. Like again, it tastes a little on the older side.
Is it strong in proof?
It's not as much as the first one. It doesn't taste as strong as the first one.
Okay.
It is quite good. Has a very, very kind of drying aspect on the palate. And the finish is kind of nice. It's kind of a nice kind of a peanut, not a strong peanut, but like almost like a peanut brittle taste on the finish. This one smells really, really good. It smells like a caramelized banana.
Oh, let me smell it. Oh, wow.
It's like a cinnamon sugar, like banana
I smell
on a
that
grill.
banana.
Yeah, it smells really, really nice.
Well, if it tastes really good, I'm going to taste that one too. It doesn't taste like it smells, does it?
It doesn't taste quite like it smells, no. It's good, but it has like a very kind of a distinct... At first, the first thing I picked up was almost like barrel wood. On top of that, there's like a nice sweetness. It's a good balance of spice, of vanilla, hint of caramel, a little bit of kind of a butterscotch sweetness. It's really, really palatable that way. There's this really, I want to call it like a fresh herbalness to it as well, which is really kind of nice. But again, I keep picking up that kind of, there's like a barrel tannin thing going on underneath. And again, these are all really, really good bourbons. So I'm being ultra picky, right? Like this was good. This was really good. This one's really good. But I'm finding like I'm nitpicking them to death. So I admit, like I fully admit that I'm doing that.
All right, so that's the one that I actually tasted. So
Okay.
cheers me there. So I'm gonna drink as you're.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
So this one actually made my mouth water when I smelled it, which is unique. I normally don't have that sensation when I'm drinking bourbon. So I'm getting like a marshmallow and graham cracker on the nose.
Huh.
A hint of a kind of a candied orange almost.
Wow.
Smells nice.
It's so funny when you say that stuff. It all starts.
The power of suggestion.
I'm like, woo, orange, ooh, marshmallow.
Do you pick this?
Yeah, now I do.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Cheers. Whoa.
Ooh, it's really herbal. A lot of black pepper.
Okay, I thought it
Kinda
tasted
spicy.
like smoky, but black pepper and spicy. That makes more sense, obviously.
Yeah, there's a good amount of herbalness on this one. This is not a...
But it kind of ends with a really, like, kind of a little bit of a sweetness, right?
Yeah, it ends in kind of a berry, peanut butter, and jelly sweetness.
Okay, I did not get that.
You don't get any kind of little peanut. I get a little bit of a peanut on the end of this one.
Is that what I'm tasting? I said vanilla, so I have like
There is a vanilla, yeah.
I have a leftover vanilla taste in my mouth.
Yeah, there's vanilla, but I get it underneath with that vanilla. I do get some kind of almost like a peanut butter creaminess with a little bit of a berry. This has a really good mouth coat though. Mm-hmm. It's like really viscous. I don't know if it's doing it in the glass, but I get that real clingy bourbon in my mouth.
It's good.
This one is high on the baking spice and herbalness, which I'm a little surprised that you like because it is quite herbal.
Oh. See, I always have to hold it on my tongue for a little while to get past that.
I'm picking up a lot of proof on my nose. That kind of burned my nose a little bit. I'm smelling like a honey.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, I'm getting a honey with some herbalness.
I definitely get the honey.
A little bit of baking spices. A little bit of clove on this one. On the nose. Okay, this has a lot of herbalness. Hint of banana. Lots of spices. Really, really spicy. Really strong mouth coat. You can tell it's a really high quality bourbon. Strong finish. This has an exceptionally strong finish. It's more spicy. It's more spicy than I like in a bourbon. That is so incredibly butterscotch sweet. But there's like, it's like spice and butterscotch. That's what it is. It's spice and butterscotch.
It's like, it sounds like it's higher proof, so it's like...
It might be higher proof. I don't know if that spiciness is proof or if spiciness is actually...
The bourbon.
The bourbon. Anyway, that was pretty good. All right, so we've gone through them once. we're going to go off camera and we're going to go through and we're going to taste them. We're going to figure out our ranks. And when we come back, we're going to put them on our podiums. All right, we are back. After extensive testing and research, we have come to the following conclusion.
What?
Number 5.
Extensive research in your brain.
I know. Number 4, 3, 2, and 1. That's the outcome. I'm pretty comfortable with the results. I don't know what bottles there are yet, so once we get the bottles out, I might completely take that back and not be okay with the results. But for now, I'm okay with the results. Jamie, can you please get us the 5 contestants tonight? Oh.
We did a turkey finale.
Oh, you did this. So I did not think we had 3 wild turkeys. Actually, technically 4 wild turkeys, because Russell's is actually made by wild
Are
turkeys.
you serious?
Yeah.
Really? I did good, and I didn't even know it. No.
So I was like, man, these all taste really similar. So good job, Jamie. Way to mess me up.
I tasted one of the turkeys, too.
I thought there was an old Carter in here tonight, based on the proof. There was one that was really incredibly proofy. Mm-hmm. And then there was one that was really, really old. So let's see if I can guess which is which, because I'm actually...
You're actually doing pretty good.
I think this is the old Carter. Yep, 17 year. I'm going to have to go number 1 is Russell's, because that's my favorite bourbon. Even though the bottle's almost gone, I'm going to have to go with it. Beyond that, it's just kind of a crapshoot. Really, really don't know. Jamie didn't know it, but she gave us an almost all wild turkey, high value, most valuable bottles.
I grabbed all the wild turkeys because I was like, it'd be interesting to see them all up against each other.
No, it was really smart. I didn't even think you'd do that. And honestly, I didn't pick up on that. I mean, I picked up, there was a lot of similarities in some of them, but I wouldn't have guessed that. So, well done. All right, in 5th place, we have number 2. What's number 2? I said it was Old Carter.
1. No. Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
It's Old
okay,
Carter.
sorry.
So I predicted that just because of the proof on it. Mm-hmm. It was good, but this Old Carter is 100. I think it's 139
I'm
proof.
pretty sure you're right.
Really, really a proofy beast on this one. This one I said was the 17-year Wild Turkey bottled and bond. It's number 1. This one. No, it's not. It is. Hey, you know what? For some reason, it wasn't sitting well. It tasted really, really old to me tonight. Yeah, it tastes really old. Maybe it's because it's almost
That's so
gone.
funny. The wild turkeys all got the top 3.
They're amazing bottles. The Master's Keep collection is amazing, amazing stuff. All right, well, this is all messed up now. But that's okay. Russell's came in 4th tonight. It's a great bottle. It's almost gone. Maybe it's just getting too much air, too much time. Yeah, it tastes off and sour. It's really interesting. I almost thought that was the old Carter at first when I first had it. 3rd place, we got number 3. So it's the 1. So in 2nd place, we have number 5. Is this number 5?
Yep.
Okay, and this is Baldemont, so it's 100 proof.
Okay, that's the one I tried.
Okay, then we're right. Okay.
Okay.
I didn't see this as a 17-year-old bourbon. That's surprising to me. Mm-hmm. And that means the decades is number 1, number 4, number 4.
Are you happy with the results?
I am. I mean, the Russell's is a little surprising, although honestly, this bottle has been this empty almost for a while.
Yeah.
So when a bottle gets that empty and there's that much air exchange going on, it can kind of start to mess with the whiskey. So it doesn't surprise me. It does not taint my absolute love for Russell's Reserve 13, even though it came in 4th tonight. I'm okay with that because, like I said, the bottle is getting a little bit old.
When I opened this one, a little more cork fell off, too.
Did it really? I believe that.
I went, no hints for David.
This is a really, really nice wild turkey product. It tastes like wild turkey, now that I know it's wild turkey. And it's got a lot of spice. It's got a lot of sweetness. It's really dense and thick. Really, really enjoy this one. So the Wild Turkey Master's Keep collection came out on top tonight as 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
Cheers to Wild Turkey.
Yeah, cheers to Wild Turkey, guys. You guys make some amazing, amazing bourbon. From the Wild Turkey 101 all the way to the Wild Turkey Rare Breed to the Master's Keep, the Russell's line. Wild Turkey, you guys are knocking it out of the park. You guys make some absolutely amazing bourbon.
Yeah.
And Jamie, even though you didn't know Russell's was Wild Turkey, that's okay. It turned out perfectly tonight. We could put all 4 of the Wild Turkey product into one competition. Hey, well, if you end up enjoying the video, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. And until next time, find a bottle you love.
He's getting a little camera shy. Oh. I think you're doing a pretty good job.
I'm glad I meet your.
Because I know.
I'm glad you approve of my selections. Do you want to try the old part?
No.
Just try a
really?
little sip.
With that 140 proof? I'm not even gonna. No.
Jamie.
I don't want to leave
Everybody.
a burn in my throat.
Everybody on YouTube wants you to try.
Why?
This
Just because it's high proof?
because it's 139 point some odd.
Why? All right.
Why don't you show them how many crackers you have in your mouth?